10 reasons women love beta male simp manginas and why those guys always get the girl. Now, I know somebody's going to be like, well, wait a minute, Doc. You say all the time that those guys don't get the girl. Y'all hear me out. They only get the girl when they're her last option. Like she does everything she can and lives the life she wants to live, wilding out, playing the field, catching bodies, doing whatever she wants to do. And then the beta male simp mangina finally gets the girl when she's at her worst. So yeah, he finally gets the girl. But his manhood is the sacrificial lamb that he sacrifices to get the girl. So by the time he gets the girl, it's because no one else wants the girl. And amazingly, he still wants the girl. He lives in a fantasy world. He can still see what she used to be in her when everyone else is looking at her saying, man, she used to be bad. He's looking at her and saying,
Man, I finally got her, man. She's so bad, man. She's so bad, man. I remember she used to wear them little outfits to school, man. I remember, man, first year of college, man. She was so bad, man. I wanted her so bad, man. She was a cheerleader, man. She was just so bad, man. Man, I finally got her.
he don't even see how she's changed because he doesn't want to see how she's changed. Because in order for him to accept how she's changed, he has to accept the fact that his standards are very low. And no man who's gotten a level of success, fame, notoriety, paper, or whatever he's gotten wants to accept the fact that his standards are low, because at that point, your standards don't have to be low. Your standards don't ever have to be low. You're just going to have to do without the quality of women that you want or the quality of life that you want until you create the type of environment where you can have that life. The second elephant is this. His only standard is physical attractiveness. And let's be realistic. Just like women do with makeup all the time, you can very well fool yourself into believing that there's some attractiveness where there is none. You can overlook the unattractive parts and pick out the one attractive thing, even if the attractive thing is a memory. These guys can do that. So we're going to take a deep dive on this one, man. We're going to dive into this one a little deep, man. So if you know any simps, any beta male simp manginas, man, hit them up right quick. Take a minute, man. Text them. Tell them to tune in. Text them the link. Text them some. Tell them to tune in. They need this, man. They need this. This is going to hurt, but it's going to hurt in a good way.
Talk about what it means to be an individual within a relationship.
Yes.
My thoughts on it initially is I get why people could be shocked or surprised by it, like even at the start of our relationship and when you kind of were booking trips and doing that sort of thing. It was, I don't want to say it was a shock to me, but there were conversations that were had around that. And for me, it's not even about the actual logistics of just traveling somewhere solo. It's safety again, right? Like when you're traveling abroad or you're traveling somewhere, my number one priority is safety. And I personally, I'm not a huge fan of traveling solo just from a safety perspective. But I remember and it's probably been year two, we were having a conversation about it. And I just asked you, I just was like, is this something that has to happen? Right? Because there are things that don't have to happen. I can't remember what it was around, but there was like some major event. Somebody had passed away, somebody had died or something like that. And we were talking and I was just like, if you look back on your life, would you be upset if when you look back and you're on your deathbed knowing that you could have traveled someplace solo and you did it? Would that be something that you would regret?
I think I told you I would.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm like, all right, if this has to happen, then we want to make sure we do it in a safe way. But I also have to be mindful of if somebody's willing to say that they would regret this on their deathbed, is something that I think you have to open your perspective up to include how they feel and what they think about it.
I think one of the things that we had, not like difficulty about, but one of the things that we did have a lot of discussion about when we first started dating was for work. I travel a lot for work. Well, once again, when the world was open, I would probably at least be gone 2 days out of the week. Whether I manage 3 states for my company. So what?
I'm trying to flex on everybody.
I'm not flexing. I'm not. Nobody's flexing. It's actually a lot of work.
No. When you say I manage 3 states, but go ahead. I'm sorry. Go
ahead. I don't know why he hates being with a boss. Why? Anyways, and it's our anniversary. This week is our 4-year anniversary. So
yes.
You were blessed.
On the 25th. No, you're blessed.
You are blessed.
You're blessed. Our next video is going to be Marie's prayer. Like what she do?
Prayer? What did you ask?
What did she pray for to get me?
Boy,
because she landed a stallion. A stallion.
Anyways, but when we first started dating, something that I wasn't used to is like telling someone where I was going, right? Like telling them where I'm going to be staying, right? Like what hotel. And I remember Marcus and I having some, I think, little arguments about that as well, because I almost felt like he was trying to check my independence. And I didn't initially see it for what it was, which is he just wanted to make sure that if he saw anything on the news about the hotel on fire, you know, if he knows I'm at a Hyatt and it's a Sheraton, then he's going to feel a lot better. So it was mainly, I think, safety issues for him, just knowing, or like text me when you land, right? And I wouldn't always do that. And now I do it. If I do miss it, it's something was going on. Like it just was maybe very chaotic for me. But now I try to message him every time I land. I try to message him when I'm. When I travel for like fun, I normally stay at Airbnbs. But regardless, I try to let him know when I'm in the spot. And even during the day, like I will message him. I think the times where I don't really do it as often is if I'm on a girls trip, just because I'm busy and I do the same.
So we have to understand that the majority of the guys who end up in that scenario didn't have a father in their lives or a father figure or any type of male guidance in their lives, because a strong man is not going to teach you to be a simp for a woman. He's never going to teach you to be a simp for a woman. Man, I've had women tell me, man, they'd rather have a simp. They would, because here's the thing. When it comes to relationships, women are lazy. And really, it's not completely their fault. Men have made women lazy when it comes to relationships. Men have allowed women to do whatever they want to do. Men have allowed women to be whatever they want to be. Men have allowed women to just bring themselves. That's all they have to bring. Just bring yourself. A beta male simp mangina won't make a woman earn anything with her actions. All she got to do is show up and he'll give her everything. Our favorite song, After 7. I give you the sun, the moon, the stars, and the mountains. I'll give you the world and all that you wish for. All that you wish for. Not all you want, not all you need. All that you wish for. This boy gonna live his life being a fantasy filler. A fantasy fulfiller. And even more. He says, I'll climb the highest mountain, swim the widest sea. Nothing could discourage me. And I pray that you will be always there for me forevermore. In other words, I'm doing all of these things for you because I don't want you to go. I don't want you to need another man. I don't want another man to fulfill your needs. I don't want another man to be the one that takes care of you. I don't want you to have to rely on another man. Whatever you need, I'll give it to you. You need somebody to pick your kids up from daycare, I'll do that. You need somebody to take your son to the baseball game practice, I'll do that. You need somebody to go to the doctor with your son, I'll do that. You need somebody to sit with your mom while you go out of town, I'll do that. You need somebody to pay your bills, I'll do that. You need somebody to go down south, get a bowl of it, I'll do that. You need somebody to rub your back, rub your feet, don't worry about trying to get nothing in return, I'll do that. You need somebody to cut your grass, I'll do that. You need somebody to do the roofing, I'll do that. You need somebody to come kill the snake in the garage at 2 o'clock in the morning, I'll do that. You need somebody to fix your car, buy you a car, car. I'll do that. Whatever you need me to do, I'll do it because I don't want you to rely on any other man because I need you to rely on me. How's a woman going to turn that down? That's the definition of a beta male orbiter. That's the definition of the man who is always around. That's the definition of the man that the woman can call after she ain't talked to him in 6 months and say, hey, my car in the shop. You think you can come get me and ride me around to run a couple errands? Oh, yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. When you need me to come? I need you to come right now. Well, I was about to go talk to my lawyer about a new investment, but with my accountant about a new investment, but I'll call and cancel that. I'm going to come on get you, baby. And when you call her baby, she on the other end, gritting her teeth. No man should be caring about the beta male orbiters. No man should care about a simp. Listen, I had someone ask me, man, listen, man, I think my girl is messing with this dude, but I checked her phone, and every time he tried to come at her on anything sexual or getting together or hanging out, she shoot it down, but she always have him going running around, running little errands and all that for her. I'm like, man, let that boy be a dude boy. Your woman needs a dude boy, because if your woman ain't got a dude boy, you gonna be the dude boy. If your woman ain't got a big family, sisters and relatives and our brothers and all that she can call on, she need a dude boy. I'm not finna be everything to no woman. I don't want to be everything to no woman. I don't want no woman to rely on me for everything because she's gonna be disappointed a whole lot. I'm not finna do everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna be your best friend. I don't want no best friend. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna be the one you can call on at any given time. No. Whenever we together, that's gonna have to be an even exchange. You can't call on me just to call on me. I don't play that game. And why would I do that? That don't make me feel good about myself to be relied on by some broad, man. But the beta male simp man, Johnny feels good about that. He feel like it makes him a man to be reliable. He wants a woman to be able to rely on him. And he goes around and brag about it. Yeah, man, she can call me anytime, man. I'm always be there for her. Whenever you call me, I'll be there. Whenever you need me, I'll be there. Whenever you want me, I'll be there. I'll be around. All these simp songs have already covered all this, man. I'm telling you. I'm thinking about changing the name of the project from Alpha Music, man, and calling it Pimp Motivation. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Pimp Motivation 101. Jesus had Thug Motivation 101. I'm gonna call this one Pimp Motivation 101. Because even the thugs be acting like simps with the bras, man. We ain't gonna play that game, homies.
Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Simps claiming that they pimps, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Suckers claiming to be players, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Tricks acting like they max, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Betas claiming to be alpha, but they not though. Now I'm not gonna tell you, man, that you shouldn't value your woman at all. A woman does have value, but you can't overvalue her